Hello, engineers. Today I'm going to give 3 tips for engineers as a knowledge giver. When they are become a coach or trainer or a teacher or a mentor, when they are using the technical words, first tip is that they have to simplify technical jargon. That is very important. And most of the time, the people who is fresh engineers or the people who just learning about the technical subject or engineering subject, they will not be so conversant with the technical words. So those technical jargons, they may not understand first hearing itself. So we must simplify the technical jargon so that the people who is hearing from you, who is learning from you, will understand the things easily. So one of the biggest challenges of being a knowledge giver is communicating complex technical concept in a simple and understandable manner. So engineers should try to simplify technical jargons and use layman's terms wherever possible to make it easier for the recipients to understand. So use the simple words and simple technical jargons, especially as an engineer when you become a knowledge giver. That is the first tip. The second tip is that use examples and analogies, because examples and analogies can be powerful tools for explaining the complex technical problems. So many times we have to relate what they usually see in real world, because most of the engineering things may be conceptual, unless and otherwise they are used to those kind of technical context or the engineering environment. So engineers try to use relatable examples and analogies that help recipients understand the concept in a more practical and a tangible way. Like that, if you want to explain about the aerodynamics, about a flight or an aeroplane, then we may relate it to that of a bird and a bird flying in the sky. So we can relate it to that. When we are trying to talk about the ship's movement in sea, the resistance that it occurs to it, we can relate it to something like of a fish or something like that. So we can have some examples, then we easily the people can understand who would have seen it otherwise in a normal situations. So that is one of the most important thing as an engineer, as a knowledge giver. They should use examples as many as possible, and also analogies that can relate it to that particular principle and technologies. So that is the second point tip that I want to give for the engineers. And the third tip is that focus on why, then how. The most of the time as an engineer, we will be busy in explaining how this technology is happening, what is the parts in this particular machine, or how the mechanism works, and how questions we are more interested to explain the people. So the most important is the why. That why only will create the interest, and that only will connect it to the practical applications. Why I'm doing this, why this technology is there, more than how this technology is working. So definitely the people will be more interested to know how it's working when they have a link. Why I should learn this, and how this technology interested to me, and how this technology is going to help me. Why this technology is there. So why questions will be more connecting types of relations will build between the listeners and who is giving the knowledge. So focus on why more than how, and that is the third point. Understanding and underlining the principles and motivations behind a concept can help the recipients to better understand and retain the knowledge. So why this particular thing is working, and why questions may be giving more link to your practical problems. So that make people more interested to that subject. So try to explain why also along with the how that particular technology. This is the 3 tips that I want to give for the knowledge givers. First one is that to simplify the technical jargon. Second one is use as many as examples and analogies related to the subject or the principle or the theory or the applications or the technical subjects you are teaching. And the third point is that explain more about why along with how, because why will give more connection with your audience. As an engineer, if you want to learn more about your growth, you may please log into my community, True Growth Hub, Technical Resource Utilization Experts Growth Hub. For details, you may please check the description for the link. Thank you very much.